Hello, friends. Hello, friends. um, a lot of you were surprised and wondered what happened to me, if I was in hospital and all that. I posted the day before that I will do this experiment of EBOO Plus. And everything is fine. I'm very happy to have done that, to experiment that, because I wanted to, I never did anything similar, and I was curious to see the quality of my blood, being almost 70 years old, and it was almost no residue. This was quite interesting, nothing about cholesterol and all that. I must say that I already spoke about that before. I don't do any procedure or take any supplement without being tested in Bioenergetic. So when I knew about that, because I was not aware about this procedure, and it's my son who introduced me to it by a friend of him who has a connection with this clinic that apparently is one of the best here in Bangkok for this. They do, doctor that is in this clinic is doing this procedure since 15 years, and they saw more than 20,000 people. They did more than 20,000 procedures. It was interesting to me to see how this, the process of that, because I was wondering what I would feel, if it was painful. I read quite a lot about this ozone, filtration with ozone infused, and there are differences. There are the ones that are very heavy in ozone, and there are the ones that are adjusted to your blood, and it's what we got with my son. It's adjusted regarding, they tested the blood at the beginning, and they adjust the amount of ozone they're gonna put to don't overload the body with that, to don't damage the red cells. That is happening when the ozone is too strong. I did not felt absolutely any discomfort. Even the needle were placed by Mr. Pien, very, very carefully and painless, really without pain. It's also maybe I'm not scared of needles. I work in a way that I have to watch, and it's like I facilitate with my mind the passage of the needle, and I don't feel. It's a mind control thing in a way. It's your relation towards the pain, or you are afraid of it, and it's increase the pain because you stress your body and you don't let the flow, or you really go with the pain, know that it will be there, and it passes very fast because you don't put resistance to it, to the needles or things, and it's and more you practice that, and more it's easy, So this I really appreciate at Lina Clinic, the team, really kind and really peaceful. The only thing is that they had these plastic shoes, and it was very noisy, and it's a pity because the doctor was saying things very interesting, but we could not hear. So I'm gonna tell, Alina about that, maybe for further recording, to avoid to be barefoot simply, because all the shoes were here, we could hear on the floor, and this was really non-pleasant at the sound level and parasiting, and I could not, post what I wanted to post about what the doctor said. He explained to me that In fact, what is happening with this procedure, it can be very helpful for people who have serious conditions. I don't had any condition. I don't had, this injection of COVID never. So they notice, because they practice this since before the COVID time, since many years, they notice a difference between before and after people has been injected, huge difference. And I'm going to post a small video of all the put in place before the procedure and the discussion that we can hear a little bit with the nurse, Mr. Pien, and how he noticed something really strange sometimes after the COVID time. And they realized that it was due to the injection because the blood quality was really, really different. So I'm not telling you go and do this. It's not the thing. You have to be responsible for that. As I told you, I never do this kind of, that could be procedure like this, or if I have to take, I feel I have to take a supplement or anything, because I don't take supplements. So I really have my body, my energy tested before. You can do this with a bioenergetician if you know one at distance or in person, or you can find a kinesiolog therapist that can test you and test the different procedure you would like to do. Like this, you will see how your body responds. It's not the therapist that's going to tell you this is good or not. It's your body who's going to respond in having your frequency vibration stable, or going down if it's not favorable to you, or a big response going higher if it's raise your frequency and it's good for you. So we did that before with my son. We have been tested by my friend I work with since 25 years at distance. So this also, it's up to you. I don't encourage you to do that, but me, I will not do this kind of procedure or any kind of surgery or any kind of thing without being tested. But it's be for the name of the clinic, the name of the surgeon, the product they're going to do, they're going to put in my body. If I have a medical treatment to take, I'm going to be tested to know if it's well applied, if it's a good amount, if it's a good product first. I had this some years ago, having a flare of shingles, and I was like shocked when I knew by the doctor I would have 1 week of medicinal drug to take. So immediately I tested. I had my body tested with Bernard, my friend, at distance, and he said, your body is very happy with that, take it. And it's true, in 1 week I was relieved. So this also, when you don't take a lot of chemicals and medical drugs and all these, things that can interfere, like alcohol or cigarette or drugs or all these, your body responds very fast to treatment. So today, I want to say that I slept very well. I feel really good. I was feeling really good all the time of the procedure, absolutely no discomfort and no pain. It can be good for people who has residue from iron messenger, injection, or for spike protein, or for this kind of thing that is in a way polluting your body. It can be a good help. For my son and I, the doctor did not advise to do this regularly. One time was enough. I may be curious because what was interesting is that we had to do a complete medical examination before going to the procedure, like blood examination, ECG, urine examination, length examination, everything very complete and everything is fine, no cholesterol, no problem with thyroid, nothing. Just for my son and for me, the only thing we had, and together, and this is really strange, so I spoke with the doctor about that. We had a little kidney lower functionment. So it was quite interesting because we have both the same thing. So this made me thought about my grandmother on my father's side was living with only one kidney. So maybe there is a kind of kidney function deficiency, genetic. So I spoke yesterday about that at the doctor, and for him, it's possible that it's that. And this doesn't mean that we are in danger. This means that we have to give surveillance to check that sometimes. I never felt anything about kidney thing. I never had kidney stones. I never had anything pain at the kidney level. But it was a very precious information that we got doing all these medical examination before the procedure. So maybe it was favorable, the body responded favorable to do this, EBOO procedure to discover that and to work on that. So I asked the doctor if it was favorable to do acupuncture for the kidney meridian, and sure, he said yes, this can be really helpful. But what can be interesting is to redo the examination for the kidney in some weeks to see if there is an amelioration. The doctor is my age, and he told me that him too has the lowest, kidney function, and he said this is not a problem. It doesn't change. We just have to test sometimes about that, specifically that. Yesterday, after the procedure, he proposed to me to do NAD that I never took or never did before, as I don't do this, IV and all this. So I did it, and he told me that this can help as well to have a better production, as well as the EBOO of bone marrow cell production of the stem cell. So we'll see. I'm curious to see. When I go back after my trip in Saudi, I will do another examination for the kidney and see if there is an amelioration. I'm curious about that. I'm going to be checked as well in Bioenergetic about that, because I'm curious to see if it's response. The response is that it's genetic regarding my grandmother. It's a possibility. So, and I'm curious about that. So I wanted to say to people who are surprised that I do such a procedure, that I'm, proning about natural thing. This is not unnatural. Maybe it's unnatural because the blood goes out of the body and goes back in after being filtered. We've infused very low amount of ozone and oxygen. I must say that at the end of the session yesterday, I was feeling lighter, and inside it was translating to me like the sound of my silence, of my cells working inside. There is a sound inside of your body of all the functionment, and it's like it's not tinnitus, not at all. There's nothing to do with that. It's like some people don't even feel it, and some people, when they are in silence, cannot stand this sound. It's disturbing to them. Me, I'm used to, because I love to be in silence, and I love to hear the sound of my cells working, communicating. And yesterday, this sound was in the same time more dense and more light and more fast. It was quite pleasant. So I think it's the oxygenation. We can have this when we do a jogging. I was a runner before, so after 40 minutes, 1 hour jogging, I was hearing that sound frequency was higher because of oxygenization, and I think it's what happened also yesterday after the treatment. I slept so well, and I feel quite really good. Yeah. So I wanted to witness about that, and I did it by curiosity because it was offered to me. So I say, okay, I can witness about the experience. I wanted, because maybe some people want to do this procedure and can have some apprehension before or be scared about the process. So I wanted to witness about that, and also for people who has the possibility to be here in Thailand or who are in the countries around Bangkok, around Thailand, to come and to be in touch with Lina Clinic, because it's really impeccable. The professionalism and of the staff, the team, the kindness, and the simplicity. I really appreciate that. You don't have a doctor who is taking you from high and is knowing better than you, There is we had a very long and nice discussion before about all this, about the procedure, about the implication and what can, be the benefits of that. So it was really, really nice to have this time. And the doctor was here all the time during the procedure. And so for 1 month, it will be a discount for you if you decide to do it. You can, with my code, have 10% discount, or with the code of my son as well. And 10% kindly, the clinic gonna give 10% on each procedure to the orphanage that I'm supporting. So it's really kind of them too. And we'll see. Maybe, as suggested the doctor, maybe I can do another one when I will be again in Thailand in April, and followed by stem cell therapy. I will check that. I will be tested on that in Bioenergetic to see it's favorable for me to do it, and I may do it. If it's favorable, I will do it. If it's not, if it's neutral, I will not do again this thing, because I think I tested what I needed to test, and I'm quite excited about that. So I will keep you updated about that. I will try to do it also in French. It's not so easy because I'm on my way soon to the airport to go in Riyadh, and I will see if I can do it from there, or maybe a little update from here before flying, or maybe from the launch. I will see how I can manage that in my schedule. So you can check in the comment. You will see, you will have the code, and you will have the contact of Lina Clinic, and you will see, you will be in touch directly with the owner of the clinic, that is an amazing young woman, young mother. And so it was a great experience, a really great experience. So thank you again for your concern about my health, and you were wondering because you thought I was in hospital and something bad happened. No, nothing bad did happen to me. All is good. Okay? So I send you much love. I thank you very much again for watching, and that very soon.